everyone, my name is Lindsay. If you're old, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're new, I hope you will stick around and consider subscribing and checking out all my videos. Please check out my most recent video on the Love Bracelet Company and see how you can get a super special and beautiful bracelet. Today I wanted to do something really fun and kind of lighthearted, so I decided to do the 50 random facts tag. I don't know if it's really a tag, it's just something that I wanted to do, so since there are 50 facts, we better get the ball rolling. I was born in Galveston, Texas, and moved to the Midwest when I was about 2 or 3 years old. When I was little, I was obsessed with Mulan, and I had a Mulan costume that I would put on as soon as I got home from school, and I would not take it off until it was time to go to bed, or sometimes I would wear it to bed. The first house that my parents looked at in the Midwest was a big, beautiful house, and it was actually the house that we ended up buying. In the closet, there was a Tinkerbell costume, and I thought that if we bought the house, I would get the Tinkerbell costume, and so I begged my parents to get the house so I could have that Tinkerbell costume. I have a slight stutter, which I try very hard to control, but it makes editing videos and talking publicly very hard. I have never been careful shaving any part of my body, and I have scars all over my body, basically from trying to carve my skin while I'm shaving. When I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, I entered my school talent show, and I did a Hawaiian hula dance to a Lilo & Stitch song. I'm quite regimented. I typically have the same routines, and I almost always eat the same thing for breakfast and lunch every day. I attended Catholic school from kindergarten all the way through college. I am the oldest of 6 children, and I am the second shortest. My youngest sister, who is 11, is going to surpass me, but I'm still holding on. My very first dog that was actually my dog was an Australian cattle dog, which we named Audrey. Unfortunately, we were only able to keep her for a couple months before we had to give her away to a farm. I was diagnosed with a visual delay by a developmental psychologist when I was 4 years old, and I have worked very hard to overcome that, and it is no longer something that I deal with, which is something I'm very proud to say. I saw The Phantom of the Opera on Broadway when I was 10 years old, and from that day forward, I was determined to become a Broadway star. I have actually had the honor of performing at Disney World and with the world-renowned King Singers. When I was younger, I had major doctor anxiety to the point where doctors and nurses would have to hold me down, and so I could just have an appointment. I have had over 13 surgeries on my ears, and I am still having them to this day. I have an extremely good memory. It is very hard to pull anything with me, and I don't even know how it is. I just have a really good memory. I started vocal lessons when I was 12 years old and continued all the way until I was 16 and a half. The first song I ever sang for a vocal competition was A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella, and I ended up winning a gold medal. I will eat pretty much any food as long as it's not spicy. When I was little, my dad always drank Diet Coke. It is a memory I have of him. When I was little, he always had a Diet Coke in his hand, and to this day, Diet Coke is my favorite beverage. Pretty much anytime I'm at home, I'm wearing my pink fuzzy bathrobe, which I love. My vice and my virtue is that when I want something, I will not stop obsessing over it or working towards it until I earn it. I taught myself how to do my makeup through watching YouTube video tutorials. I started watching them when I was about 13 or 14, and I still watch them to this day. As a child, my greatest fear was the Silence of the Lambs poster or cover. If you've never seen it, look at it. It is very terrifying, and it still scares me to this day, and I have no idea why it scared me so bad. I prefer pink lemonade over yellow. I'm a very punctual person, and I often arrive 15 to 20 minutes early to any sort of class event or any sort of appointment that I need to be at. I was married wearing my mother's wedding shoes. The first beauty gurus I ever watched and subscribed to were Panacea 81, X Sparkage, All That Glitters 21, and Juicy Star 07. I have always been a very healthy eater, and I have willpower like no other. The first time I ever colored my hair was in 4th grade, and I got highlights. In 3rd grade, I got braces because I had a really severe overbite. My orthodontist thought he was gonna have to perform surgery on my teeth, but instead we opted for 2 sets of braces. I will never go to bed with makeup on. My favorite animal has always been and always will be a dog. My first concert was the Britney Spears Onyx Hotel tour when I was in 3rd grade. Britney Spears was my idol when I was growing up, and I'll just leave it at that. The first dance I ever went to was my sophomore year of high school. It was our winter formal, and somebody else ended up dancing with my date, and it was very awkward. Later on, my sophomore year, I had a boyfriend, and someone asked my boyfriend to prom right in front of me, and he went. I have about 3 different kinds of trail mix in my pantry at all times. If I could wear a dress every day, I would. I love wearing dresses, and that will always be my favorite thing to wear every single day. It really bothers me when you like or when you comment on someone's pictures very consistently and they don't do the same for you. I just feel that if you are offering your support and if you're offering your kind words to, a friend or whoever it is, then they should have the decency to like your photos back and respond to you. I just think that is incredibly rude. A lot of my clothes have either stripes or floral designs on them. Whether it's 100 degrees or -10, I will always order a iced or blended beverage. I met my best friend on Instagram. We live over 2,000 miles away, but we text, and FaceTime like we live next door to each other. My husband and I matched on Tinder in August 2015, and we are a Tinder success story. I only read the Twilight Saga when I was in 8th grade because all my friends were reading it, and I wanted to be able to join in on the conversation. I have seen about 3, maybe 5 episodes total of the TV show Friends, and I've never really gotten into the show. Sorry. I only allow myself to go out for a Starbucks or any sort of coffee drink once a week. On very, very rare occasions, like if a friend wants to go to coffee, I'll go twice, but I only allow myself a Starbucks or any sort of treat once a week because I want to always view it as a treat. I don't want it to become something that's just, a daily habit. Many people think my smile is my best quality, but I think it's my eyes. No matter how old I get, whenever I see something sparkly or glittery or shiny, I get really excited. I love glitter. I love sparkles so much. I use cruelty-free products. In the beginning of 2019, I started switching all my products from non-cruelty-free to cruelty-free, and my goal for 2021 is to be completely cruelty-free and vegan in my household products. Well, that's 50 random facts about me. I would love to hear some fun facts about you. If you wanted to comment and leave 1 or 2 or however many you want, fun facts about you, I will be happy to read them. I love getting to know you guys. I love seeing comments on my videos. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification button. Please give this video a big like, and I will see you next time. Bye.